Hi everyone, and welcome to the Say As It Is with Pete podcast series. I'm Pete, your host, and each week I will bring you some frank and honest conversations covering various topics from learning and development, apprenticeships, funding, HR, strengths, recruitment, ESG, well-being, ED&I, employability, and much, much more. So let's get this week's episode underway and say as it is. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Say As It Is with Pete, and I am your beautiful and stunning host as always. I think I need to go to Specsavers, but I'm your host Pete. So as we continue to look at career development with strengths, in today's episode I'm going to be diving deep into a topic I'm sure you've all wondered about. Well, I hope you have. And that's maximizing your potential, building your strengths, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Well, I hope it's going to be. So now, you see, the other day I was struggling to open a jar of pickles. Yes, pickles, those delightful, crunchy treats. And yep, I order extra pickles when I go for my McDonald's because I love them. Now, I tried and tried, but the lid wouldn't budge. Then it hit me. Why was I using brute force when I have an uncanny knack to finding the right tools? So I grabbed a rubber glove for a better grip, and voila, the lid popped right off. Now, it was a simple yet profound reminder of why it is crucial to play on your strengths, just like we're going to talk about in today's episode. But first, let's talk about potential. Oh, not the electrical kind. You're not about to be given a physics lecture here, so don't worry. School is nearly out for the summer, and to be honest, I don't know physics. But we're talking about your personal and professional potential. Now, your potential is that magical mix of talents, skills, and abilities that makes you uniquely, well, it makes you you. So it's a powerhouse waiting to be tapped into, and the key to unlocking it lies in knowing and building on your strengths. So speaking of strengths, can any of you guess what some of mine are? If you've guessed being incredibly charming while talking about personal development, well, you're absolutely right. Okay, listen. Some of you may know my strengths, but if you want to know them, then I'm more than happy to tell you them. But some of you should know them, or take a look at my strengths profile wheel, and you'll find out. One of them is creativity and enthusiasm and relationship building and developing others. But anyway, but how do we identify our strengths? Well, you could do some introspection, ask for feedback, or even take a formal assessment. But let's look at this. So this is where it brings us to the star of today's episode, the Strength Scope tool. Oh, I love this. And as you all know, I love Strength Scope. So Strength Scope is like a Swiss Army knife of personal development tools. It's comprehensive, scientifically validated, and it won't accidentally poke you in the pocket. Now, Strength Scope helps you identify your strengths and understand how to use them to maximize efficient and effectiveness within yourself, along with identifying your bubbling unders. Now, those are the strengths that you have the potential to be great at, and what your drainers are. So those are the things that drain your energy, or your energy drainers, or your zappers, or your blockers. Now, let's dive a little deeper into Strength Scope. And as most of you that are listening will know, that I'm an accredited master Strength Scope practitioner and passionate about strengths. I love it. I live and breathe it now. It is unbelievable. So why? Well, it's like your personal GPS, guiding you towards your strengths and away from those pesky weaknesses. And trust me, the testimonials are raving, both within the organization I work for and some Strength Scope that I've delivered under Creativemind, which is a side organization I run. Now, you've got Jane from accounting, who discovered her incredible detail to attention, or you've got Bob from marketing, who found out that he's a communication wizard. But remember, Just like having too much of a good thing, like ice cream. Oh, I love ice cream, especially vanilla. Or reruns of your favorite sitcom, overusing your strengths can backfire. And this is where they go into overdrive. Now, imagine being so analytical that you can't make a decision, or so communicative, can't even say the word, I need more coffee, that you never stop to listen. Now, StrengthScope helps you to find that sweet spot, balancing your strengths and managing potential weaknesses. So, how do you go from knowing your strengths to maximizing your potential? Well, it's like going from knowing the ingredients of a cake to actually baking it. You use the insights from StrengthScope to create a plan, apply it in your everyday life and career, and voila, you're on the path of continuous growth and personal development, taking you on a journey from the pathway of limitation to the pathway of possibility, or even taking you into the zone of peak performance in work and everyday life. And it's time to look at finding out what your strengths are and how to use them. So if you want to learn more or complete your very own StrengthScope journey, then reach out to me via LinkedIn or via Creativemind.zone and let me take you on that amazing strengths journey and start building a strengths approach to your day-to-day life, as well as in your personal and as well as your day-to-day life. That can be work or personal. So as I wrap up this week's episode, remember that the journey to maximizing your potential is like a marathon. It's not a sprint. So strap on those running shoes, take a swig of water, just water, and get ready to run at your own pace. So who knows, you might even enjoy the view along the way. Now, I hope you found that a little bit of an insight around maximizing your potential by building on your strengths. So if you want to know more, you can reach out to me. So thanks for tuning in into this episode. And as I say, I hope you're now excited to discover and build on your strengths. And remember, your potential is like a jar of pickles. Sometimes you just need the right tool to crack it open. So why not give StrengthScope a try? As I say, you can contact me on LinkedIn, or you can email me at pete@creativemind.zone, or message me via LinkedIn or on here, or send me a message, and I'm more than happy to take you on that journey. And it's an amazing journey, and I'm having some great conversations with people as I start them on their StrengthScope journey. And, I've got some organizations that I'm starting to have conversations with, where we're going to be looking at not only taking individuals on their journeys, but also taking teams on a strengths journey. So more to come on that. Now, that's all for now. So my fellow potential maximizers, until next time, remember, you're only a strength discovery away from your best self. So keep tuning in, keep growing, and keep being aware. And remember, you can subscribe for regular weekly updates along with some amazing bonus episodes. And remember, you can always listen back to this episode and others via Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts from. So until next time, and hopefully before the next episode, I can start some of your strengths journeys. And remember, have an awesome week.